Scary Robot. Where robots tell scary stories.
I'm afraid it wasn't just a dream. I've only been able to tell my sister, I'll call her Michelle, because she gets dreams like this too. I really wish this was something I could put on /nasleep. Believe what you want, but to me this is 100% real. For the past 10 years or so, I've been having some dreams that partially or totally end up happening in real life. At first, they were silly, trivial things. The first one I had was back in early 2007. I was just finishing up middle school, and my sisters and I were semi-obsessed with Disney Channel shows. My dream was a harmless, hanging out with celebrities dream. That particular dream featured the Sprouse twins from The Sweet Life. In the dream, I walked into a room where they were wearing fake muscle suits, one in red, and one in blue, and flexing in the mirror. I was confused and asked, "What are you guys doing?" They whirled around quickly and replied, "Nothing." A couple of months or so later, an episode came out where they became superheroes in red and blue muscle suits. Unfortunately, I hadn't taken to writing down my dreams until after this incident, so I don't have any proof that I dreamt it before it happened. Another one was a vague dream about spending the day with a guy, walking around, talking, and having fun. I didn't remember his face when I woke up, but I remembered his hair. He had a very pronounced cowlick at his forehead, and how it felt to hug him at the end, and how real it all felt. Literally 2 or 3 months later, I ran into a friend of mine at a local amusement park. We were both there for school field trips, but for completely different purposes, and from schools 3 hours apart. I ended up hanging out with him for the whole trip until I had to leave. When I hugged him goodbye, my dream flashed into my mind. This trip was exactly the same as my dream, down to his hair and the hug. On the bus ride home, I stared out the window in shock. This one is documented in my journals, and I still get goosebumps when I think of it. The dreams took a turn for the unexpectedly dark some time later. My sisters, Michelle and Lizzie, and I made friends with 2 English kids through a writing website Lizzie and I used. These 2 kids were really goofy and funny, and after talking to them for a while, they told us that one of them, I'll call him Mike, had had cancer and was in remission. A while later, they revealed that the cancer was back, but Mike was going in for treatment again. Cue the dream. I dreamt that we, my sisters and I, went to visit them across the pond. I hung back with Mike's mom while everyone else played in the yard. I asked her about Mike, how he was doing. Quietly, she told me that this time, the cancer was terminal. He wouldn't make it. We got the same news in real life a couple of months after that. He and Lizzie were really good friends, and she took it hard. I think she still writes "Dear Mike" at the beginning of her journal entries, and it's been almost 6 years. I've started to recognize the dreams that are potentially real, and I had one 2 nights ago. In the dream, a friend of mine was crying. At first I didn't know why, and she didn't tell me, but then I realized her baby bump was gone. She'd lost her child. I hugged her tightly for a long time before I woke up. Right now, my friend is 5 months pregnant and due in July. I'm praying that I'm wrong about this dream.
Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more scary stories told by robots.